on the Nutritional Energetics YouTube page. I believe it should be live on maybe my Facebook page, the Kathy Homeyer page, and possibly the Lake Claire Lodge and Retreat. I think I've scheduled it for 3 different places, so I might be just catching people live. This is Wellness Wednesday, and I am doing live streams at 1 o'clock every Wednesday because, well, primary reason is multidimensional. I created the program called Nourishing Your Multidimensional Body, so I work in a lot of different areas. I'll just say it kind of as simple as that. So every Wednesday, I want to tell you a little bit more about what I am doing and what we're doing here at the Lake Claire Lodge. Wellness is certainly a top issue the past couple of years now. And I hope many of you realize we are only scratching the surface about how our body really, really works and what we've been doing to keep it well. We'll just say that. So I wanted to talk a little bit about how your own voice is your own self-diagnostic, and in a number of ways. I did a webinar, I believe, last week with my friend Kathleen Nagy. She works with sound as well and shows us how humming is actually the best thing you can do right now. If you're not feeling good right now, start humming the rest of the day. And I want you to do this and just let me know how you feel at the end of the day. Your own voice that you can hum, not necessarily sing, because humming is more, with your mouth closed, so it keeps your sound kind of internal. Your own voice can give you the frequencies that you need to be healthy. Now, when we look at energy and food, everything is energy of some form. Energy is described as a frequency. So with your own voice, we actually can analyze your voice. I am actually, and Kathleen too, and a lot of my good friends now that I am getting acquainted with, do the work of Sherry Edwards. And we can analyze your voice just by a good quality audio. We can take your voice and due to the work of a lot of people before her and Sherry putting it into a very, very interesting format, we can take your voice and look at the frequencies within it. And a lot of these frequencies have been decoded so that we can show you what is in your voice. And I believe if you're on Facebook, you have to kind of click for me to see comments. I just like that part about Be Live now because I can't see your comments. I liked this before because I could see who was there. I could see your comments. So if you have comments, put them underneath in any of the Facebook pages or the YouTube, and I'll try and answer your questions if you have them. I'm going to be doing a much more in-depth webinar about this. This is what I do now. I play with my voice and I look at the frequencies, and I have to tell you, if I hadn't have had this and learned this when I did, I'm not sure where I'd be right now. I really was going through a time that my heart was going crazy. I couldn't breathe, but I didn't know I couldn't breathe, and it wasn't about COVID. And anyway, that's a whole other story anyway. But my point is, I could take my voice print, look at what I needed nutritionally. Let's just stick with the nutritional part. I could say, what do I need to be nourished today? Because that's my program, is Nourishing Your Multidimensional Body. I think we nourish ourselves with frequencies, whether it's solid food, whether it's words we hear, whether it's music we hear. We nourish ourselves every day with thousands of frequencies every day. I look at our bodies as Lloyd Mears says, I think it says 2.1 million or trillion frequencies that are just playing together. People can resonate with this when they think of and let me put this one up. When you think of a radio station has numbers, 92.3. And when you dial into a radio station, you can hear all those separate radio stations. Sometimes you get the radio station in really well. Sometimes it's all garbled and it's not really there. And sometimes you can't get the radio station at all. And this is how frequencies play out in our body. And an amazing, amazing system of synchronicities, of cohesion, really, really crazy. Now, this is from the work of Lloyd Meir. He was an engineer, figured out how to make gold. The guy is amazing. This is quercetin. This is one of the frequencies that is very important right now for us to stay healthy. And for all you energetic folks out there that are in my programs or in the forums that I'm in, we know that we can take this number, you can repeat it 7 times, and you can have the frequency of quercetin in your field, in your body, in your aura, if you want to say it that way. You can actually take the quercetin number. You could put this on water and infuse your number with the quercetin number. Now, everything is energy. Everything is frequency. Voice is frequency. And the different sort of thing that we use as well in kind of sound therapy is the signature sound, a starter wheel. Colors are frequency. So you can see kind of behind me, I have a color wheel. That's actually herbs. So colors of food are frequencies. Voice is frequency. The things you eat are a frequency, just really in dense matter. So you're affecting your body by frequency. I mean, there's no way around it. We are swimming in a world of frequency, and we can only see and hear and touch and taste the frequencies in a very narrow band of energy that we know is there. By what becomes matter. And we're affected by that, but we're affected by so much more of the frequencies around us. So again, we can take your voice and put it through our software. And even though, so there's 2 parts. There is software that can do this. There's everything right here that can do this. And I teach some of that as well. Actually, I call it body software. I would like to, we won't go there. But I can do this. So if you have a question of, again, let's just speak with, stay with nutrition at the moment. And if we say that, do I need magnesium today? What is my zinc level? What is, now you can go to a hospital, you can, have a blood test, you can get things analyzed by blood outside your body. Now, what happens to that? We don't really know. Some people do live blood analysis and see things in the blood. Really cool guys that I've interviewed before, and I'd encourage you, if you are on my Nutritional Energetics YouTube, to find the live blood analysis. It's amazing. You can, Adam and Josh Bigelson, you can actually see energy holograms in the blood. So they've actually seen broken bones, really graphic kind of holograms that tell us what's going on energetically in the body. It's very, very amazing. And we're starting to scratch the surface of what's going on with frequency. How do we look at energy? What is our body made up of? It's more than just, as my husband says, blood and guts. So we can look at this now through frequency, sound, color, the colors you wear, the things that you see, the words that you use towards people and yourself have a frequency, and they affect you a lot. I work with emotion code and the fixed code, which looks at identifying the emotions that are actually kind of running body programs to give you what looks like illness. That's another whole story as well. But I want to introduce you to the fact that we can do, I'm very excited actually about, and I'll say initial self-care, looking at what can we tell is going on in our body. You can connect with me to look at what is going on nutritionally in my body by a sound voice print, and we can do it right online. It doesn't have to be in person. We're getting better and better at doing online and quality voice prints so that we can put it through the software. Say, I have the nutrition program. So let's look at the nutrition that you have, the nutrition you might need for the day. When I wasn't feeling well, I usually am not like that. So I was like, oh my gosh. I was a little taken back. So I did my voice print. I put it in the nutrition software and said, what do I need to be nourished today? So I did different ways of nourishing myself. I used numbers, just like I had put up before. I used numbers like that. If I was low in quercetin, my voice print would tell me that. If I was high or low, if it was being used well, or if it was low. So if I was low in quercetin, I might take the supplement if I had it. I might do the number if I had it. I might do some energy work. I might do, other things that I have in my tool chest to stay well. So I would look at the voice print. I would look at the different things that would come up. You get a report. And again, I'll do, if people are interested, message me or email me. Let me put up my Kathy email on screen. Let me put up my Kathy email. First of all, let me put up that. Let me run that across while I'm doing the other. For those of you who don't know, I am based out of the Lake Claire Lodge, came here 35 years ago because I wanted this to be a rejuvenation center, a place to come to have fun or to, do programs a little bit more involved. At the time, I had no idea what I was thinking. Now I do. And I'm very excited about the things that we know about what we can tell ourselves about what's happening about the energy in our body, how the meridians relate. Chakras aren't such a woo-woo thing anymore. There are energy centers in our body. We can tell how those energy centers are doing. We can tell what meridians are blocked. We can use different things like meridian patches to actually open up those channels. We can do things like an exercise like block therapy to open the channels in our body, what the tissue have adhesions in the different part of the body that are blocking our energy flow, that are blocking the flow of nutrients and blood and vitamins to get to our cells. Our cells want to be healthy. And we're just blocking some of it by what we do to ourselves, a lot of it by what is happening from the outside that we don't even see or know. But we can tell that by taking a voice print. Just like kind of the example I have here, that's an example of a voice print. We can look at all these frequencies. We can tell what's high and low. We just want to get to balance. We're not saying, we're not prescribing medications. We're not prescribing even supplements. We're saying, here's what we see out of balance, and you can take it from there. It's a really interesting system. The frequencies, so many frequencies have been decoded. And I will say in this time of what my husband calls a wellness situation, if you are concerned about too many spike proteins in your body, if you're feeling a little off, if you want to know, hey, what's going on, if you don't have access to a hospital, if you don't want to go to a hospital or a doctor, I know our doctor retired, so we need to find a new doctor. So if you want to know energetically and per frequency what's going on in your body field and is kind of showing itself in its body, then you can do that through a voice print. This is really amazing. I'm certainly not the only one that does it. There's some amazing people out there, and you always want to find the one that you resonate with. And I'm just trying to change this to my, I'll add my email here. And I'll put it in as a crawler. My email at the Lake Claire Lodge is Kathy@lakeclearlodge.com. And I got into this just being concerned about how people are doing, how the state of my body is. And I started learning this about a year ago or more. I've been working on energy and trying to find my own way that explains, I'll just put it in my own self, how my body works for way over 35 years. I do it on a daily basis. I am certainly not a doctor, but I look at how energy systems work in the body, how chakras, meridians, the body system of the fascia. I did start out as an occupational therapist, so I had a little bit of a biological background, if you want to say so, and just fascinated by how the body works. So again, we can take a look at your voice print. We can tell you what's going on frequency-wise and what is out of balance. Back to my example, I looked at my voice print. In fact, I did it like every every day or maybe even twice a day for a while. I had most everything I needed in either supplement form, energetic form, infused water form, whatever you want, herbs, teas. I had so many. I do superfoods. A lot of times, superfoods are just amazing, and we'll do more webinars on superfoods. But I just went to my voice print. I went, oh, what is going on? What am I out of balance with? Do I need quercetin? Do I need zinc? Do I need vitamin C? Do I need magnesium? And much more detail inside that we decoded the frequencies, and we know what is high and what is low. We're not looking at what's in cohesion in the middle per se. You can certainly look at that, but what we're looking at is basically what you see on the high scale like that, and kind of the low scale. That's a voice print per se. We put it into software that would give us highs and lows. So not exactly that picture. We do a little bit more. And we would get pages. We can get pages of reports on what's going on in the body. And I've been fascinated. I can kind of look at these and delve into these for hours, looking at voice prints and frequencies. It's absolutely amazing what we can see and what we can tell. And what we want to do is bring those frequencies into coherence, into a balance. We're not going to negate it. We're not going to, add a ton of it. We're just going to look at that. And I can even add, in terms of even looking at the report and adding nourishment, I can also, I don't have one here with me, but again, I'll do a more in-depth webinar where we have a tone box, and I can actually look at the energetics and program a tone box to give the frequencies. And I do this to myself all the time, and it just keeps me back into balance. You're not diagnosing anything. You're not adding any kind of medication. You are just looking at the energy and bringing your energetic mode back in balance. And that right there, even if your energy is in balance, that can affect you physically as well. So that's what we take a look at, is the energetics. So if you're interested at all, you can email me at Kathy@LakeClearLodge.com. If you're feeling off, if you want to report on, like I said, different things and different templates. So we have our, lung programs, kidney programs, liver programs. Liver right now, that I've tested a lot of people now and looked at their voice print. A lot of people's liver is, I say, has some high hits. Liver is kind of, but keep it just simple, holds kind of the emotion of anger and, let's say, not indecisiveness. Anyway, right now, everybody's liver is high hit. So if anything that you do, be good to your liver. You can do kind of liver cleanses, but be good to your liver in terms of, look it up. What's good for, liver, nourishment, superfoods, herbs, teas. And look up kind of liver. Everybody's liver right now needs a little wonderful attention. So if you're interested at all, just email me. It's really, really interesting what we can do now. I'm actually very, very excited for the future of self-care and wellness, because all of us have the ability right now to have, I'll just say, a device to take our voice print, look at the voice print, see what we need to be nourished in a day. And it's very exciting that we can all do this if we know about it. I know a few different ways you can do this. I work with different voice print processes and software, and I also work with our own body software where you can do this as well. So it's very, very interesting to me. I love it, and I'm very excited about how to do, let's say, even preliminary self-care for yourself in the very near future, if not right now, because I do it. So thanks very much, and we hope to see you on the inside, either on one of my programs or at the LakeClearLodge.com. We're doing different programs this year in terms of wellness events online and on site. So take a look at, if I still have it here, take a look at LakeClearLodge.com. Let's just edit that. You can also take a look at our live webcam. And that is beautiful, especially as the lake goes out. I love looking at the lake as the lake starts to melt. We're getting through spring here somewhere, a little bit more with snow, we have 3 or 4 more weekends of our sleigh rides and speakeasy. Everybody's been having a ball, and it's been really fun for us to do something different than just, serve a meal. We have raids. We've had our own giggle water made. I think I have a bottle right here. We've had our own giggle water made. So it's super fun. Our speakeasy and sleigh ride event has been, we add more every year to it. We even have bullet glasses, which are kind of fun. You see the bullet right in the glass. We have our logo on that. So we kind of update and upgrade our programs all the time, whether it's wellness or whether it's just plain fun and giving everybody a giggle. We have a private door. You can't get in the door without your password, and the password is giggle water, and people just crack up. It's really funny. So thanks for listening in. Hope to see you at the Lake Claire Lodge. Look at lakeclairelodge.com/events. And actually, I can just put that on there while I can here. And take a look at the events that we have. Just do /events. And take a look at our wellness events for 2020. I'm really excited. I have special guests coming to do them, everywhere from plein air painting to energetics to sound health, and lots of good stuff coming up. So I hope you join us. There's really something for everybody. Cooking classes. If you're interested in self-care and wellness and being with a good group of people that I just love being with, then check it out. Thanks for listening in, and hope to see you soon in the